Good whatever time you'll be watching this video, I'll say welcome to my channel. So in this video I will talk on bearings. So I did this because I was confused and also had challenges in mastering the concept of bearings, especially, and I ended up missing some marks. So what you should understand is that a bearing is an angle measured in degrees in a clockwise direction from a fixed point recorded 000 north. Now what does this mean? Well, it means that you're going to form up an angle. Now that angle between 2 points, of course, point A, point B, whatever letters they're going to put there. So first of all, you'll be moving from one point to another, but in a clockwise direction. And of course, as you move, just know, as you start to move, you should also know that your first position was facing north here. So I've put this 000 north because an angle, the total angle is made up of 3-digit number, isn't it? 360. So sometimes if it is 40, they'll write 040. If it is 90, they'll write 090. If it is 9, they'll write 009. If it is 100, they write the way it is 100. So now let us look at the video and make sense from what I just spoke. So we have a question here and it says, in the following diagram, the bearing of C from D is 245. So your first step is to understand the language that they use. Please pay particular attention to where they say of and from. When they say of, that is the direction you are going. When they say from, that's where you are standing. And this makes sense. If you look at the diagram here, they are saying the bearing of what? Of C from D. So you are on D, now you are going to where C is. Now remember, when you are standing at D, where should you face? You are facing north, isn't it? You are facing north, the one that is there, and that's why D there is facing north. So from where D is, from the northern part of D, you make a turn and face where C is. So that's the bearing they talk of, and said the bearing of C from D is 245. Now what do they want? What they want is for us to find the bearing of D from C. So now we are coming from the C going to D. So this is point C there where they say from. That's where we're coming from. We're going where? We're going to where D is. So first of all, now as we are standing on C, guys, please pay attention. As you're standing on C, you have to face a fixed point. That fixed position, not fixed point, that a fixed position should be north. So allow me, I don't have a rule here, I'll just use my free hand. So you first north, so you just draw a line like this one. So you just say this one is north, isn't it? Then as you face where north is from C, you first know where north is, then you make an angle and say where is D? Wow, D is on the right side, isn't it? So you're going to move. Of course, others can say, why don't you move this direction? But this one will be an anti-clockwise, isn't it? So now we want to be clockwise direction, and then that's how we move like this. So this is the angle they want us to find. Just call this as angle X. So this is the angle they are talking about. One thing again in bearings, you have to know all the angle properties that there is to know, isn't it? So now how do we find the value of this angle? Well, there are so many ways that you can use. Of course, from what I can see here is that this angle here and this angle, they are cointerior angles, isn't it? It means that they add up to 180. but still we don't have any of these angles. But we can find D, not so. We can find D by saying this is angle at a point, so meaning D and the 245, they add up to 360. So now if you just do your quick calculations there, yeah, if you do your quick calculations and say, okay, for D, let us just find this part here and let us call this one as Y, isn't it? So we're going to say 245 plus Y is equal to 360. Let's go to 360, so it will be Y is equal to 360 minus 245, right? 245. And what is the answer when we say Y is minus 245? So Y is equal to Y is equal to 150. Now this is not our answer, guys. Remember, we just wanted to find this one so that it will be easy for us now to find the partner of this, because these angles now are co-interior angles, meaning angles that lie on the same side of a transversal lines, because these are parallel lines and then we have a transverse line like this one here. So now since we have Y, we can now find X, because we know that this one and this one, they add up to 180, and this one here is 115, as we found from there. And that's when now we're going to say X plus Y is equal to 180. Then we don't know what X is, but we know what Y is, isn't it? So we say X plus Y, it's 115, is equal to 180. So then we say X is equal to 180 minus 115. So what is 180 minus 115? Okay, so the answer is X is equal to 65, and that's it. So the bearing of D from C, the bearing of D from C is equal to 65. Or others may be intelligent enough and said, well, this angle, they may say, well, this angle, and if I extend this one further here, they'll say this angle and this angle, they're alternate angles. So alternate angles are just the same. So how do I find only this angle here? They'll notice, we say, wow, this is a straight line. Yeah, they'll say this is a straight line, right? And the straight line is always out of 180. So they'll just say, well, I will say, I'll make this one as my Y again. That's the method too. I'll make this one as my Y and say, since this one from here up to here is 245, and I know that from here up to here is 180, so this part is 245 minus 180. Am I fast? All right. So they'll say, okay, 245 minus 180, and then you find that your answer is Y is equal to 65. Now these and these are just alternate angles, and yes, that's the answer there. So the bearing of D from C is 65. Let's look at another last example. Yeah, so we have another one here. It says in the diagram below, B is in a bearing of 0, 50 from A. Don't be confused about this 0. It means 50 degrees from A. So this is okay, this is A here. Yeah, I made a mistake. This is A and this is B there. So from A, that's where this person was standing, faced north, and then he went this direction facing at B, and then he made a turn of 50 degrees. So now the question they want is that find the bearing of A from B. Now this is A from B, so we're standing at B going where A is. So again, from here, from where B is, we make a straight line north, isn't it? Facing north, So make sure that it's straight, because me, I'm just using my free hand. So now when you make a point like this one, guys, remember that you come up with others can start from here, but you are facing north. So now from where this point is, you face north, and then you go in a clockwise direction until where A is. Clockwise direction until where A is. Yeah, like that one there. So this is the angle that we want. How can we find the size of this angle? Well, there are many words. I'll just use one. Okay, I'll just explain them, but the one that we're going to work out to be together to be just one. So for example, what you can do is that you know that this one and this one are cointerior angles, isn't it? And they add up to 80. So we're going to say 180 minus 50, then you get 130, right? Yeah, when you get 130, you say, okay, this one and this angle here is 360. So I'm going to say 360 minus 130. That's the angle there. Or you can say, well, this one and this one are cointerior angle. They are cointerior angles. And this here is angle on a straight line. So this is 180. No, this one and that one are alternate angles, pardon. They're alternate angles. So when this one is 50, this one is also 50. So I have 50 already here. And then this is a straight line, isn't it? Yeah. So straight line is always out of 80. So we're going to have here we have 50, not 80, 180. So here we have 50, and here you have 180. So 150 plus 180, then you'll find your answer there. So which one is simple? Let's use this one. This one and this one are alternate angles. So if this one is 50, even also that one there is 50. So here is 50. Okay, let's just put this one to be our which letter? To be C, right? So angle ABC is 50 because they're alternate angles to angle north AB, isn't it? Yeah, 50 plus. Then this one here, from this point up to this point, it is on a straight line. And a straight line adds up to what? 180. So what is 50 plus okay, what is 50 plus 180? That should give me 230, right? 230 degrees. Is it? Yeah. Yeah. So that's it. This part here is 230. All right. So that's it for now, guys. Remember that the key to answering this question correctly, you have to understand the language where they say of and from. From is where you're coming from, of is where you're going. So where we go, when you go at where they say from, first north, then make a turn in a clockwise direction until the line that goes to where they say of, then that one there is the angle you're looking for. And apply all the knowledge you have on angles, cointerior angles, angles on a straight line, alternate angles. Then you're going to combine them together, because angles is another topic. Maybe in future time I'm going to do a video on angles. But for now, bye bye. Please, before you go, another secret to understanding mathematics is to subscribe to this channel. Like, share, and turn on the bell notification. More videos will be coming soon. Until next time, bye bye.